Hey there, it's Angie with Fit Chick Express and welcome back to the Shoulder Health Series. Last time we talked about warming up those shoulder muscles, those shoulder joints, getting everything moving a lot better before doing any type of exercises or just throughout your day. Today what we're going to do is work on some foam rolling. Obviously you can't foam roll your shoulders, but all the muscles of the upper body are all attached, all intertwined, and if anything in there is tight, it puts restrictions on your shoulder movement. So we're gonna do everything, our whole upper body, we're gonna roll it out, and that's gonna help to loosen things up and make your shoulders be able to move more free. My own experience with this, I used to have a shoulder issue. My left side used to have some pain in the front of my shoulder would pinch. It was kind of weird. It would be painful when I would row, pull back, it would hurt. Sometimes doing push-ups, different things, it depended on the day. Excuse me. And by doing the foam rolling and a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about in the next video, I can't even honestly tell you the last time I've had any pain in the shoulder. So it's helping. The other thing too is I used to not be able to lift my arms from here and come up. I was stuck about here. Now I can get those arms up. I'm a little tight today, so it'll be better after I foam roll. And also bringing my hands behind my head, I used to have to lean forward. I wasn't able to open up those shoulders. Excuse me, tickle in my throat. But by doing these things, I have noticed a lot more mobility and a lot more movement and range of motion is what I was trying to say with my shoulders and my upper body. So we're gonna get right to it. First thing you're gonna do on your foam roller is sit on top, give yourself a nice big hug, and you're just gonna roll forward till you get to that upper back and roll back. All the way the whole back. You might get a few pops, crunches in there. That's great. I'm gonna do it about 5 times. And what you want to take notice, if anything's tight, you're just gonna hold out there for a little bit and try to relax those muscles. Oh, there, I just felt a pop. After that, you're going to sit the roller at the bottom of your shoulder blades. They're about middle of your back. Take your hands behind your head, open up, roll back, inhale, exhale, come forward. Inhale back, as far as you can, exhale forward. This might be hard for you, especially if you're in that rounded shoulder position. Try to get as much range of motion as you can. Use that breath, inhale, and exhale. I suggest doing that about 5 to 6 times. Then you're just gonna rotate side to side. So you're here, leaning back and touch the elbow to one side. So you're rolling under the side of the rib cage. Come back to center, rolling to the other side, back to center. Make sure you're breathing. Keeping that rib cage down. Don't let it pop up. Side to side. All right. Then we're gonna move on to the lats, which we kind of did a little bit there. We just kind of opened up that thoracic spine, which is the top of the spine. Getting a little more movement there because a lot of us are locked in this position as well or locked in this position. So we want to just get more movement in there. Now we'll move on to the lats. So you're going to take that foam roller and you're just like you're going to do a side plank. And you want to be right underneath the armpit area. Whatever's comfortable for you. And you're just going to roll and hold, roll and hold, and roll back up. So you want to go up and down. Excuse me. And if you find something that's a little more tight or tense, I want you just to hang out there, try to relax those muscles around it. And you're going to roll forward and back, forward and back. Put your hand wherever it's comfortable for you. But anytime you find some tightness, you don't want to keep rolling over it. You want to just hang out there a little bit. Give it time to loosen up. This one, again, I like to go back and forward. A little more tight on the front. Open up, back on the front. If you've never rolled here before, it's gonna be an eye-opener for you because you wouldn't think you were sore there, but definitely this is where we hold stress. This is where we compensate with a lot of exercises, or we just have lack of movement through there, and so it's super tight. Okay, so as soon as you feel that loosen up, you're gonna roll down above the armpit, so you're kind of on the tricep. And again, go back and forth. If you feel a little tight, you're gonna roll your palm side, put palm up. You get a little more higher on that tricep. Again, hold, rest your head wherever's comfortable for you. Find those tight muscles, hang out there for a second, move things around. Anytime you're rolling any part of the upper body, if you move that arm around, it's gonna get in there just a little more deep, or find something that maybe that's more constricted. From there, we're gonna go into the neck. So you're gonna, just like you're laying the neck or the foam roller across your neck, your shoulder needs to go behind you. If it's in front of you, you're not gonna get the same effect. So shoulder behind, lay your head on the side. Now if you're further back on the neck, you might not feel as much, but just let that head relax. Then I want you to take your chin and try to point it down towards the floor. So maybe you're gonna rotate it forward and back. Maybe you're gonna roll up higher, down. Kind of find if it's tight. If it's not tight, great. You're one of those lucky people. My neck is always tight. So right there, kind of gonna relax. You might feel it going into the front of your shoulder a little bit. Again, it's because it's all connected. And then you're gonna sit up and just pay attention. Just for a second or two, I want you just to notice the difference side to side. Now I feel like this shoulder's hanging way down. All the way down, I feel so much more loose than I do on my other side. So you would go ahead and do the other side. Same thing. I'm not gonna go through that. You can just follow, you can just rewind the video and go through the same thing. But yeah, you wanna make sure you do both sides. Even if only one side is bothering you, you always wanna do both sides because you're always gonna be tight no matter what. One side just might be more tight than the other. So both sides, do that. Then we're gonna go to open up the chest because again, if we're in that rounded shoulder position, all of these muscles are tight and pulling us forward, so we wanna open them up. So we're gonna lay right on the foam roller, your spine along the whole thing, top of your head on the top, and you're gonna palms up, open up your shoulders or open up your hands flat on the floor. Try to relax those shoulders, keeping your rib cage down, don't let it flare up, pushing it down, lower back down, tucking your chin down towards your chest. Now that's super tight for me, especially if I'm engaging. I can relax a little, but if I'm pushing my rib cage down, my abs down, and my chin down, it's super tight across here, so I know I need to do extra work there. And then you can kind of put your arms up a little bit higher, but relax those shoulders. Up. Just kind of move it up and down a little bit, wherever you feel more tension. Ooh, it's a little more tight there. And try to relax in it. I would say hold for about 15 to 20 to 30 seconds. And just try to let those muscles relax other than keeping this down. Okay? And you're gonna come on up. So again, you're gonna wanna make sure you do both sides. Even just doing that, opening up my chest, I can feel the difference. Both sides feel a little more even, but I definitely wanna go through and roll the other side. That's the next step. I want you to practice these. I mean, look, that took me just a few minutes to do each side. It's really not gonna take that long. If you're before a workout, if you know it's gonna be an upper body workout, definitely do this. Doesn't take very long. Sitting at your desk, same thing as those warm-up exercises. You can pick one day to do the warm-ups, one day to do the foam rolling. Alternate them maybe, but again, try to do this at least 3 times a week. I think you can do more. You can't do too much of it. So try to get as much as you can. Work all those body parts and just pay attention to how you start feeling as the week goes on. You know, maybe do that stretch or that stretch here. See how I could even get higher this time, so I can get my arms almost to my shoulders. Maybe start off like that and see how tight you are. Go through this routine and then test yourself. See, wow, I'm able to get a lot more range of motion, which is huge, huge, huge. So practice that a few times a week. Your next video will be coming up in a few days, and we're going to be talking about some myofascial release, which is getting deeper into the tissue. Excuse me. With a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, something small that you can dig in just a little bit deeper in those muscles, but I guarantee that that's the next step from here, that if you are having reoccurring shoulder problems, that's going to be key to helping making things better. So practice these, keep doing what you're doing, and give me some feedback, because I'd love to hear how it's working for you, if you're feeling a difference. If something's not feeling right, I want to know that too, so let me know so I can help you. So we will see you next time.